In this video, I'm going to fix something that's been bothering me since I moved into my house. And it's this situation. That's a storm window. This is a mirror. And it's just weird. And I'm going to replace it with this window. And we're going to do it right now. So I'm guessing the previous homeowner figured there was no other place to put a window or a mirror. So they combined it into two. And it's actually kind of smart, but this is a storm window. It gets really cold here in the winters, and this bathroom just becomes freezing, and I just can't do that anymore. So I'm going to replace it with a window. If you haven't seen the video I made of this whole situation in detail, I'll leave a link in the description and you can check it out. I am eventually going to be remodeling this whole bathroom, so I'm not going to go crazy with the finish on this window. I'm probably going to, even though I don't really like it, I'm probably going to just reuse this trim stuff they put around here. I just want to get this window in and make it airtight for the winter, and so this bathroom doesn't freeze. The finish isn't going to be perfect, but I'm going to make it work until we refinish this whole bathroom. Look at that. They put a nice little light up there with a fancy pull string. How did they get this in here? There we go. Oh man, the mirror is stuck. It's like just too big. So I'm gonna have to take this track off carefully. What's the superstition? You break a mirror, 7 years bad luck? I don't want that. Let's be careful. Whoever invented flathead screws, ugh, the worst. Nice. Okay, I'm going to take the storm window out, and I'm going to try to avoid taking the glass out with the frame because this stuff is super thin, and if it breaks, it's bad news. So I don't want to get cut. So I'm going to try and take out as much glass as I can. So okay. All right. The threat is eliminated. Right, now I'm going to go outside and take off the frame of the old storm window. All right, here's the thing about working on old houses. You always find weird surprises. So it looks like what they did was, this is the original sill, and there must have been a window here at some point, but you see this sill goes up it has like an angle to it. So what they did was they blocked this off and kind of made it flat, so they could put the track in there with the mirrors. And when I measured for a replacement window, I measured to here, or from here up to here. So now if I end up ripping this stuff out, the window is going to be down here, and I'm going to have a gap right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep with the original sill, put the window down to this, and I'm going to rip all this out. And then I'm going to take that piece and just extend this trim a little bit here. That's a special order window, so if it wasn't, I could return it and get a bigger window, but there's no return in a special order. So that's my plan. I'm going to rip this out and just sit the window down to the sill like it should be. Look at that. 24 3/16 by 39 3/4. There's the old plans. All right. Now you can see the original sill. There was a window in here at some point, and they just did whatever they did up here. So now I'm gonna take all the all this loose paint and scrape it off, and the window is gonna butt here, and then I'm gonna caulk this in. So I want this to be nice out here. All this is gonna be showing. So I'm gonna scrape off all the old caulking, all this stuff, and all the old paint. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up, and then there is a little bit of mold here, so I'm going to spray that and just clean that up, and then we can install our window. I have levels, screw gun, and I'm going to take the window and just put it into place. That's not as bad as I thought. I thought there was going to be a much bigger gap up here. I thought this gap was going to be a lot bigger than what it is. And these windows come with a jam extender. So I'm going to take the window back out, and you can see this just covers here. So what this does is it goes on top of the window and it covers gaps like that. But I'll show you a trick to installing these. I typically don't like using these because when you put the extender there, it goes like this, and then this part goes against here, and I typically do not like using them because when you go to do trim right here, it'll hold the trim out a little bit and you'll have a gap right here. But I'll deal with that because I would rather do the jam extender than do another piece of pine on the outside and make that look good. So I'm gonna take this out and I'll put the jam extension back in, or I'll put the jam extension in. Okay, so here's the jam extender. And what you do is you put it here and it's got to wrap around the outside and the inside. And what happens is now you have some play up and down. But when you do that, the thing is the inside of this is not insulated. So you don't want to just put the head jam on there and then push it up to where it needs to go. Also, it's kind of hard to push this up and keep it there, and some people put screws in it, and I find that annoying with trim too. So what I like to do is I like to pack this with insulation, then put it on, and then the insulation pushes it up and this area is now insulated. So that's what I'm going to do right now. There we go. All right, now that it's insulated, the jam extender, or the head expander, as it says right here, is now on, insulated. Now we can reinstall the window. So I'm going to check this for level. My small level right here, and it says that this side needs to go up. So I am going to put a screw in this side, because I know that side is going to stay where it is, and that side is going to go up a little bit. This is the hole right here where you want to put your screw. And I'm going to push out on the window so I know that it's pushing against those boards. And you can see the bubble. So if I lift on this side, that's level. So this needs to go up about 1/8 of an inch on that side. So what I can do is take some shims and bring this up, or what I like to do, because a lot of the trim and caulking and everything hold this together pretty good, and the window's really not that heavy, so I just lift up on this and get it, do it like this, lift up on that, get it to where it needs to be, right there, and then I'll put my screw in right there. Check it. That is perfect. The screws up top are hidden behind this thing. You gotta pry down. That over a little bit because that's what my level was telling me to do. And that is pretty much perfect. Alternatively, what you can do is just take this out and let it hang. It's just kind of hard to snap back into place. Alright. Pull up on that. Snap it back into place. Boom. All right, there it is. Looks good. Make sure sashes work fine. Make sure it locks. Locks. Window's not out of square at all, it's perfect. And these are nice and tight. There's foam pieces in there for the insulation. I could tuck a little bit more in here if I wanted to. I got the insulation up here, and basically what you do is just push this up here, and more importantly, we can go outside and make sure that that covers on the outside. On the outside here, everything's nice and tight. Made sure there's no gaps here. And then right here, all you gotta do, push that up. Beautiful. That is perfect. And then you caulk all this in, all around here. And down here, there's a little gap here. That's fine, we can caulk that in. And then paint all this on the outside, and the outside will be done. So when I go to remodel this bathroom, I can take some pine and trim out. I'll put it right here. It'll come out to the new sheetrock, and then I can put trim all along here. But until I do that, you know, obviously I'm gonna have this rough sill and everything. I might paint that eventually, but like I said, I'm gonna remodel this whole thing. So for right now, I'm just gonna put up that old trim that was up here just to cover it up. I got the windows, or the old storm window, gone, and the mirror is gone, and I got an actual window in here, so I'm happy. So I'm just gonna do that trim and I'm all set. All right, all set. Way better than before. And now I won't freeze this winter. So if you enjoyed this video, you can check out more right here, and definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.